The selection of the final 21 has not been an easy feat. Out of a massive 6,000 applicants, only 21 have been shortlisted. One of them will win the ultimate position in the news anchor category, while another will win the ultimate position in the general entertainment category. So who are these lucky 21? What are their aspirations? On the show today, we get to meet and know them a little deeper.
My name is Richard Rogers Onyango, aka Richie Roger. That's Roger with the J-A, don't get it twisted. Ooh, the dream of being a presenter. Lord have mercy.
I'm just gonna be myself. I believe in myself and I know I'm good. So I'm gonna go there and do my thing.
Nilianza kuwa na ndoto ya kuwa mtangazaji tangu utotoni mwangu, na pia kizingatia kwa ndo kazi ambayo nimesomea na nimejaribu kuifanya hapa na pale. Naomba Mungu hii ndio itakuwa mwanzo mpya wa mimi kuingia katika pale mahali ambapo nahitaji kuingia.
I'm 42 years old. The fact that I made it to the final 21 out of 6,000 it made me feel really good. At the time, I was too shocked, I was surprised, I didn't understand it, but now I feel privileged, I feel blessed, and I'm very grateful.
When I started my audition, the judge was like, stop, do something else for us. I was like, okay, this is a second chance, let me do this right. And then there was a little bit of begging, but I got it by my own merit.
My strongest feeling is this one guy. I saw him, I'm like, that guy, have to be watch out about that guy. And that guy is me. I am my strongest competitor. I mean, if I can defeat me, then I can defeat anyone.
My strategy is fake it till you make it.
The first step towards their orientation is legal advice.
Good morning, good Kenyans. Congratulations. I am here basically to brief you on the do's and don'ts.
It is important for the contestants to know just what they are getting themselves into.
I have with me a document that I'll expect you guys to execute once we're done with this briefing. And in this document, we're just outlining what we expect of you and what you expect from us, because it is important that we have an understanding before the show commences. We just expect you to abide by the rules. Because you'll have signed this document, we will expect you to abide by all that you signed.
What's this that we're signing exactly? What's the content? Because we're not lawyers ourselves, and we don't know what exactly we're signing over to you.
A consent form stipulates what is expected of the participant and what you will expect from us.
It's a validation of a lot of things. There's a lot of background things that have led to this, and I'm pretty sure I'm happy that, you know, all the efforts, all the little practices that I've been doing, hey, they led to this. And hey, someone's validating me and saying, you know what, I think you got something in you. And hey, that's a pretty good feeling. It's like a pat on the back. Daddy didn't give me a pat on the back. I don't know why. But hey, yeah, it's a pat on the back.
I don't need anyone to tell me whether I'm the strongest or the weakest. I totally know myself and I know what I have in me. All I will say is, you relax, wait and watch.
I only saw one guy called Peter. I think this is my second time I'm mentioning that guy as the biggest competitor on my side. But somebody like Abdullah or something, no, it can't be my...
But no, let me not say that for now. Let me just say every single person in the group is my competition. I haven't seen one per se.
Armed with full disclosure, the Lucky 21 are now ready to kickstart the program. And what better way to whet their appetite than to have a tour of the grand Ktn Studios? And who better to conduct this tour than a past winner who knows too well the emotional roller coaster that such a competition carries?
It's been 6 years. It's something which changed my life. And the reason it changed my life is because, well, a new job, a job that allows you to speak to the masses and allows you to say what is truly, truly important, right? Okay, so today we're going to have a very interesting day, a very interesting afternoon. I'm sorry for the sun, we're about to get out. This big blue building contains a lot of secrets. It contains a lot of stories, and you will get to see just a taste of what goes on behind the scenes, yeah? So we'll begin in the newsroom and we'll tell you what exactly happens, especially for the editorial team, how the news process is done from beginning right to the end when you see the people on TV, and then we'll have a chance to have a Q&A later. Any questions? No? Okay, let's go.
Kwangu mimi ni changamoto kwa manake watu walikuja wengi takriban 6,000 lakini nikakuwa mmoja wao wale 10 ambao walipaswa kuchaguliwa katika department yangu. Kwangu ni changamoto kwa manake sasa ni kama dau limeng'oa nanga. Safari imeanza. Kwa hivyo ni changamoto, siwezi jiringa ama siwezi jitia hamnazo nikisema labda mimi ndio bingwa kabisa, mimi ndio jembe. Kile nasema ni kuwa kwa sasa ni changamoto, lakini kwa yote namshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu.
Making it this far in the competition has been a great feeling for me, a great experience as well, and I'm excited, I'm anxious also to see how it goes, but I'm optimistic and I'm hoping for the best.
My strategy is to be nice as long as possible. Hopefully people will be nice back to me, but I shall still be respectful, and hopefully my body of work will be what is needed, just to go over instead of always trying to cut people down.
After the first season of The Presenter, I promised myself, I was with my mom and I was watching Edith Kimani, actually it was the finals, and I told my mom, one day I'm going to be like Edith.
Everyone seems to have a strategy, like since day one. Since we got our microphones, people are like, oh, that looks like someone to be look out for, oh, that looks... But I don't know, I'm just happy to be here. I don't even know how the show is going to go.
I think it took me 2 days to calm down and for things to settle down. It was really great. It was really great, especially after not having been in the media world for a while. I had done my internships at KBC and Ktn and worked a bit for a magazine company. But after that, it was really hard to get work in media, so I had to do my own thing. So getting that call was really good.
I need to bring my X factor. I need to be very conspicuous in proving myself that indeed I was born to do this.
My motivating factor so far has been looking at different people, and of course each and everyone bringing a different experience and a different feel to the game.
So far of the competition, Robert Njero, he's a good person. He has everything. He knows what to do when talking about people, when talking about these audition thing.
We got a bit of insight on what to do and what not to do in the competition, and I feel like a lot of it will be very helpful.
I've never been to a newsroom, so I'd love to see how it looks, what goes on, who sits where. That would be nice to see. Do they sit together or do they sit far apart? That would be nice to know.
So what you're seeing here is basically what happens during the day. This is where news collection happens. This is where we decipher what is newsworthy and what is not. And it happens because of a large team. If you look around you, it's an open floor plan, meaning we share a lot of our information. Nothing is exclusive to the Standard newspaper, nothing is exclusive to KTN, and nothing is exclusive to Radio Nation. We work as a group because as a group we move forward. Are we together?
The newsroom is the central place where news is gathered. It is not exclusive to reporters and anchors, as other teams such as the newspaper, print and online teams share the same information as it comes.
You realize Standard is bigger than you think it is. It's the Standard group, it's not just Standard. So you see the newspaper side, the digital side, the camera stuff. It's a lot to take in.
How many of you have visited our website? Can anyone tell me what it's called? I'm sorry. Do you guys want to be presenters? What is it called? Standardmedia.co.ke. That's our website. Also, the #1 website in the country.
You can take that to the bank. These finalists quickly learned that being a presenter takes a lot more than just being a pretty or handsome face on screen.
I remember in high school I used to read newspapers like an anchor would, and pick a page and start reading from from the news, and so I think it's been in me for a long time,
When I was in class 8, I remember I was tunaulizwa na mwalimu, which career Jamal do you want to have? I said a journalist. I always wanted to be an anchor. So ni kitu nilikuwa nimeona toka mdogo, and then I've been trying till first I went and did public relation, which it was not my thing. My parents were like, just go do public relation, but I wanted to do media. Then I insisted. They were like, okay, now pursue media.
There are two tough competitors, I believe Frida, actually, and Gaddafi. Actually, they're really tough. It's tough competition. The show is tough competition, but I'm gonna bring my A game. I'm in it to win it.
I'm really striving to be the strongest competitor in the house, or better yet, in the competition.
Despite knowing I was good, I still needed the judges to confirm to me. So yes, it was ecstatic, it was exciting, it just felt so happy, you know, I was just so excited about it.
Well, you know, when it comes to reality TV shows, strategy really doesn't work. That's what I believe. So what you have to do is every day bring your A game. That's my own, you know, plan. I would not necessarily say it's a strategy, but bring my own plan. Like, come every day. Your mental psyche is, you know, on point. You're like, you know, this is what I want to achieve for today. And if I set goals for myself, it is upon me to ensure that I have achieved them.
We are off to a break, but don't go too far, as we're back in a moment. Welcome back. 21 contestants are fighting for the title of the presenter. One of them will win the ultimate position in the news anchor category, while another will win the ultimate position in the general entertainment category. So who will these lucky two be?
Right now, my strategy is to learn as much as I can from everyone around me, and it's working well.
You know, if I start saying strategies now and I change them between, you sound like a chameleon. I can decide to do this, to confuse you, and do this the next week. So you really can't expect anything from me, really. All you can just really expect, and I've said this before, expect the unexpected, you know.
Right now, maybe people are just playing it cool, and when the competition starts, people will just surprise you. So I won't undermine anyone, really, because the person you undermine ends up surprising you and just puts you out of your game. So I will not. I'll just say all of them are my competition, right?
This is KTN, and usually how it works, at around 8:30, the reporters come into the office and we have two types of stories which they can be assigned. There are docket stories which we usually get through media releases. So if you have a press conference, you write to KTN and say, well, I have a press conference about 1, 2, 3 things and I would like you to attend. And so we know that that news is happening because of that. We also have major events which are in the docket, like who can tell me a major event that we're anticipating in the coming days? Tomorrow. The by-election, yes, the Homa Bay by-election. So such events which are being anticipated. And then there are also events which happen on the fly.
It was good to learn about how they get the stories they need to air. We had about the docket stories where they get to be called by whoever holds a press conference and whatnot. Because I always wondered how newsmakers, how journalists got the news. And that was something nice to learn.
My best moment ilikuwa ni wakati Edith aliweza kututembeza katika newsroom, kututembeza ili tuweze kuona katika news vile wanaweza kuzilete.
The presenter is more than just a face, more than just someone who comes in to read the news. He's someone who sort of is woven into what is going on, who has the ins and outs of what goes on in the country, what goes on around them. And I felt that was something that I wanted to take on.
These finalists learn the process of broadcasting a story out to the public.
Before it gets there, there are usually a couple of people who have to go through your stories. Even mine, as a newsreader, there's the person who's in charge of this entire newsroom. He's the managing editor. You have to remember that because that's the big boss.
It's not every day that people get the chance to have an impromptu one-on-one with the managing editor at KTN. Joe Aguayo spares a few minutes from his busy schedule to interact with the finalists, as one of them will definitely be joining his team of anchors.
No, I want just one question that is burning and only one person gets to ask.
What criteria do you use to pick the stories that will run in a certain bulletin?
Sometimes the stories too far away, so we might not worry about it too much. As sometimes it's relevant, it's timely. I can't give you a story that happened 20 years ago unless there's a new development that we are only knowing now.
The finalists get tips on what makes a good story, what attributes make up a great presenter, and most importantly, what it means to have the X factor as a journalist. Oh yes, all these lessons in such a short period.
News judgment also be like medicine, where if you say it's malaria, someone needs to check and find it's actually not typhoid. So there is that broad criteria, but at the end of the day, there are all these things where some doctor will prescribe quinine and another one will say this one got it wrong, but at least they're all diagnosed, it's malaria.
Thanks,
All
Joe.
right. Great. All the best to all of you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, so this is the Nerve Center for News Collection. Are you ready to see where it actually comes to life?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the studios.
I want to see how the studio looks, how we look on TV and things. It's a pretty interesting experience. I'm nervous. I don't know why, considering it's just a tour, but I'm excited too.
I really want to know and have a feel of what the anchors, the presenters do live, and whether it's a recorded show. Those are among my expectations, really.
After getting some much-needed piece of advice, the contestants continue their tour. Next destination, the Ktn Studios.
All the action in a studio, notice, is hardly anyone here. And when you're doing the news or any program that you're presenting, if you don't have an audience, you are the person who controls the energy, you're the person who controls how active it is or how boring it is. And that's why sometimes it's the same set, it's the same station, but you find yourself feeling like you want to watch someone more than you want to watch somebody else, right? So at the end of the day, remember that there's all this happening around you, but the presentation comes down to you.
You mentioned 4 new productions, 4 new studios and 1 production studio.
Yes.
What's the difference?
The reason why it's called a production studio is because you can manipulate it. You can be able to create sets, you can build an entire office, you can build a school, whatever it is that you decide, you can do it in that production studio, whereas the new studios are fixed. As you will see in the physical studios, once the background is there, you have very little room to change.
Next, they set off to yet another Ktn studio. Before taking them through what happens in there, Edith has an important message for the finalists.
You do not become a presenter the minute you're in front of a TV, you're a presenter all the time.
With that reminder out of the way, the contestants learn why this room is called the physical studio.
It's physical. We don't superimpose anything.
Okay, so now if you're reading the news from the outer cue and the words pass you, how are you going to get right?
Well, at KTN, we don't have news readers, we have journalists. And the difference is, if I'm a journalist, I know what's going on. I'll have gone through those scripts beforehand. I have my backup scripts in my hand. And if I don't have those backup scripts in my hand, I know what I am talking about.
You expect like a news anchor will just be there, read to read news, but as you said, here they train journalists, not news readers.
Na tumeweza kujulishwa pia na Edith Kimani hapa ametuambia saa nyingine utakuwa unaenda on air na utafanya mistake. So ni vitu vya kawaida na ni kujifunza navyo.
I could just see things on TV and I could not actually imagine what happened inside the studios on the TV.
The anchor is just a face. There's a lot behind that face. Not the makeup though. I mean, there's a lot of people behind that face.
Huwa naona tu watangazaji kina Ali Manzu.
KTN leo na Ali Manzu.
Kila mwanesha Chizuga huwa naona tu, lakini nimepata fursa ya kuingia hapa na kujionea yale mambo ambayo tunaona tu kwenye runinga. Kwa hivyo nina furaha na natumai pengine ili zoezi likiisha mimi pia nitakuwa mmoja wao hapa ndani.
That's right. Having the skills to be an on-screen presenter takes more than just interest.
Okay, so welcome to the gallery.
The finalists get a peek at the gallery where news is not only monitored but produced. They learn a few things from one of the technicians about what takes place on the other side of the studio.
Preview, this is physical studio, that's where you are from.
It is interesting for the contestants to learn that it takes such an elaborate team to produce even the shortest pieces such as news highlights.
What we see on TV isn't exactly what goes on behind the scenes. So that was a beautiful experience.
There's a lot of people who even type that thing. There's a camera guy back there. who's constantly trying to get to the best angle. And then there's the director who's constantly yelling at his angle, hey Simon, you know, you're not saying the right thing. Next one, don't go in the next story.
And why they always touching their ear and stuff, that was really interesting. I had no idea why they keep on touching their ear. But it looked like maybe most of them have a hearing problem.
When you're watching on TV, you're like, okay, it's not as easy as it does look like on your screens. A lot goes towards it.
When you're in KTN, you never know who you will run into. And boy, oh boy, are they excited to catch a glimpse of Betty Kialo or what? And some quickly took the opportunity to say a quick hello.
My best moment was when I nilikanyaga kwenye studio. This is his last studio. So it was so beautiful. The lights bright. I know. It feels like, yeah, I'm the presenter.
This is where we do our main news, i.e. our prime time news. On this side we have KTN Prime, on that side we have KTN Leo, and where you are in the center is where we usually conduct interviews, and sometimes it's changed to accommodate a different program. And upstairs, we're the only ones in the country to have a multi-layered studio. It's called a summit, where we have special interviews there. And during the elections, we did use it quite a lot because we had a lot of guests coming in and out, and just for variety's sake. Okay, so you can relax now, take a deep breath.
Can we have some water?
Yes.
Kwangu mimi kidogo nilikuwa nafikiri nikiingia kuwa mtangazaji itakuwa kidogo mambo si magumu vile, kwa maana kitu kazi yangu ni kuonekana kwenye runinga pale, natoa tabasamu, naonekana napakwa makeup ama mkorogo kidogo, lakini leo nimepata kujua kuwa hii ni ngoma na lazima nicheze.
It takes time, it takes passion, it takes all.
After the tour, Edith sits down with our finalists to talk about her experience in season 1.
After I won, it took me a year before I was put on air. And the reason why it took a year is because my mentor at the time, and who was the head of anchors, Beatrice Marshall, didn't think that I was there yet. And I was frustrated because I was thinking, well, I want to be on air as soon as possible. I want to be on air as soon as possible. And even after that 1 year when I went on air, I still made a mistake. The first 2 months, what? You should have seen me. Yes, walking with my head held high. I'm Edith Kimani. And mothers would stop me in the supermarket, and in church, the pastor would say my name. And then I had a bad day, and you're walking in town, and the last thing you want is for someone to stop you and start telling you, nilikuvotia.
It's pretty exciting talking to Edith and learning her experiences and, you know, what she's been able to achieve so far and what she's learned from the competition, what I can learn from the competition. It's cool stuff.
Yes, she has totally, actually outdone my expectations because she's just awesome. And I think not just because in personality, but because of what she's presented. And again, she's given me a whole, picture of the experiences she had through the academy when she won and when she's now currently working in Standard Media House.
We got a bit of insight on what to do and what not to do in the competition, and I feel like a lot of it will be very helpful as we proceed in the competition.
She said a lot. She reassured us in a way. So yeah, can't wait for all of this to start.
Her journey gives the finalists something to look forward to.
Most recently, The Hague, when President Uhuru Kenyatta's status conference was happening, I traveled there and I was a point man for KTN.
Well, good morning to you. We are pitched right outside the hotel where the president is staying. The hotel's name, Kurhaus, very popular here in The Hague.
So that's a story I've been following for about 3 years now. I've done several other stories, went to Bangkok to do a lifestyle story on 2 pilots, one of whom was a father and the other one was a daughter. So very unique stories.
Very nice. I think he's upset with me because I didn't buy it.
Long form features. I've written and spoken extensively about fertility in this country. But on a day-to-day basis, I'm a current affairs reporter. So if there's anything happening with the education sector right now, that's what I'm doing with. So Sosion and the Northeastern teachers and what's happening with regard to that in the TSC. So you stick to one story for a long enough time and you know all the players and you know everything that's happening and you become a bit of an expert in it. I mean, 6 years ago, I was no one. And in 2013, I was in Atlanta doing a fellowship with CNN. That's crazy, right? Yeah, so give yourself time.
Some of these things she went through, I would not know, especially her career achievements.
Seeing how she is confident and articulate, and of course, clearly purpose to what she wants to get. I think that's what I want to take on.
She also spills some painful truths.
When I got this job, I would naively say, I'm not going to change. This job is not going to change me. Being on TV is not going to change who I am. It's not going to change how I relate to people. But the truth is, you cannot help but change.
For those in the competition with dreams of becoming overnight superstars,
being on TV for 1 day or 2 days does not make you a superstar. This is not about you. This is about putting public interest first.
And just in case these finalists do not know,
there's someone who is always trying to take your job. And they're there. There are people who are better than you. There are people who are better than me. But when you get the opportunity, be different.
I'm very delighted and humbled. Edith Kimani has really enlightened us on very many things.
Just work on me as Jamal, not trying to be like Ali Manzu or Muhammad Ali or some, you see, being yourself, that's the thing.
After this tour, I don't think I want to be anywhere else. I want to be here, and I'm going to work so hard to be the next presenter.
Right now, after today, everything's from hard to hardest, because now everyone has seen the real deal and everyone wants to be here.
Do I think I'm ready for this? Yes, I do, but we're going to find out soon, shall we?
When we return, the contestants' orientation continues. Don't go away. With tips and advice in tow, it is important for the contestants to learn about the realities that the media industry poses. The following day, KTN's head of production and creative gets to impart some insights on relevance.
You are here because you won this opportunity out of a possible 6,000 people. All right, so you deserve a clap for that. Okay, so I'm just here to sort of bring into alignment what your expectations are vis-a-vis what the reality on the ground is as far as the media industry is concerned. Now, how many know when KTN was founded? Don't whisper, you're communicators, yes. It was 1947? 47? Wow. Okay, we are that old. When? Well, KTN first got its license to broadcast in 1989. Then it started to broadcast actually in 1990 as an affiliate to CNN. All right? You have to have your facts right. All right? It's so important to know these things. If you're going to win an opportunity as a presenter in this station, you must know history. It must be here. For those of you who are writing, well done. Let's talk about the media industry in general. Why do we have media as a powerful, influential, authoritative society anywhere in the world? People. People form the bedrock of the media industry in the world.
And meeting a lady by the name of Catherine Mwangi, who gave me a good piece of her mind, but kind of woke me up to, go through the auditions and get to where I'm at today. Well, I can say it turned out quite all right.
My motivating factor so far has been looking at different people, and of course, each and everyone bringing a different experience and a different feel to the game. You met this person who has a jolly personality, and you met this person who's, how would I put it, who's probably outgoing, like they're a go-getter, and that puts you in a specific point of view where you need to up your game at the end of the day.
My strategy is, I don't think I've formulated one yet. I just hope I don't make a fool of myself, or if I do, that at least it's something humorous that people can laugh at and doesn't upset people. So yeah, I guess I'll just go with the flow and see how it goes.
The media informs, the media educates, the media entertains people.
We've got it all covered, all in one.
The public relies on the media as an effective and credible watchdog to address issues that concern them. The people have to trust you. You have power as a media practitioner because the people have to trust you. You've chosen to sign up for the presenter because you believe you can be trusted. You believe you're intelligent enough. You believe you are a good listener. You believe that you are reliable, dependable, you can be objective. You believe you are born to do this.
See, that's something that you dream of, and then something that you're just born. It's already there. It's like it's data in you that you know you're supposed to do. And that was kind of the same thing. I knew where I'm supposed to be is in front of a camera, and that's why I guess I'm here. So it's kind of like a birth dream come true, let's say.
I realized I wanted to be a presenter from the time I was in primary school. I would call kids around and tell them stories and how I would, get their attention, having my audience's attention and telling them the story. I actually wanted to be on TV. I used to see people on TV and I'm like, oh, one day I'll be there, and yeah.
I have dreamt of being a presenter since forever. I think since I was a little girl. And it's just been everyday kind of thinking, and I've always wanted to do this, and yes, this is it.
You must know the product. What are you selling to the public? Why are you selling it? What's the point? Why do you imagine the public wants it? How do you justify that product being on air? Who's the target audience for that product? And this goes for news, it goes for entertainment. It will be long, it will be rough, it will be tough. You imagine the person standing next to you is your friend.
There's gonna be drama probably here and there, but at the end of the day, just sit down and, reactualize what you came here to do.
I'll really focus on myself. I know there'll be drama around and guys doing their own thing and spite, but my focus will be me.
That person wants what you want, so don't get it twisted. It's a competition. So all that friendship, lovey-doveyness ends here and now.
Niko tayari kukabiliana na Jamal sababu kama alivyosema ananiona nina udhaifu fulani. Mimi pia nilimuona toka siku ya kwanza, najua udhaifu wake na najua nitampata wapi bila shaka sababu nina tajriba. Ukilinganisha mimi na yeye, niko na tajriba hali ya juu kumliko yeye sababu tayari nimeshafanya katika utangazaji.
In the first stage, nimekuja kwa audition, I didn't see like a lot of competitors or enemies in the competition. But as the more days are going, tumeingiliana, nimeona kuna watu wataniletea tu shida.
Gaddafi, Frida, Abula, I would say they are my strongest competitors right now.
You will be required to work hard, long, smart. You will be required to prove your mettle. You will be required to show us this is what you were born to do. 6 years ago, the presenter had one winner, only one. This year, we double it. We will be having 2 winners in the news anchoring category and in the general entertainment show host category. All of you will be evaluated on both categories.
You're not out here trying to front, trying to be someone that you're not. Sell yourself, and people like raw. People like that grit, that rawness. When people can feel that, you know what, this person's being real. Be honest with yourself, and I'm pretty sure when you sell that out, someone will buy this. Even if it may not be the presenter this time, it may be someone else out there who may just say, you know what, I kind of like that guy. What was that guy's name? Simon. Yeah, I remember him. So yeah, main thing is do me, sell me, be the best version of me that I can be.
It was an exhilarating experience. It was beautiful. I'm very happy to be part of it. It's awesome. I mean, I cannot imagine, because I feel like this is a stepping stone to something bigger and greater. I mean, it's a milestone. So I am actually very happy and excited about this.
I really want to be the face of KTN in the next 1 or 2 years. Maybe, or even after this show, given an opportunity, if I get to be the winner of the competition at the end of the day.
Don't take this lightly. You didn't sign up to play games, and neither did we give this opportunity to babysit anyone.
It wasn't a dream that came to me. It was more like something that happened to me. I didn't know much about the presenter show and when it airs and all that, but I heard about the audition. I've never been to one audition in my life, so I came to this one. I thought it would be much easier, but it's not. But that's how I ended up here with the one audition.
I don't want to be stagnant, so if someone else wants it 10,000 times, I want it 10,000 times, a million times.
So welcome again to the Academy. I wish you nothing but the best. Prepare mentally for the best of times and the worst of times. Any questions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No questions. Thank you very much.
After a long and exciting week of getting one-on-one experience with Season 1's Edith Kimani and some harsh realities from Catherine Mwangi, the contestants seem ready to roll. Who has what it takes? Who has the grit, charm, style, and substance? Who will be the presenter?
We're in the race together. We just have to see who will cross the line first.
Stay tuned as the battle for this prestigious title starts next week.